Good morning. This is MJ from Lioness Publications. And this morning I decided to do a quick session on Kristi Noem. She's the cabinet official for DHS. And I had wanted to do three charts, the transit, the progression, and the solar arc. But there's quite a bit to her chart, and it's not going to be a little session. So I'm going to actually break it up into two. We'll take a look at the transits first, and I'm going to try and just make it very cold and matter-of-fact type of thing. I don't have a time of birth on her, so the house placements will not be correct. So I am using her date of birth of, where are we? November 30th, 1971. So we're not going to cover everything I have noted on the chart, but we're going to cover what I think is important right now. So first, what we have is Pluto is trining Saturn. And that is typically something that indicates that someone is able to consolidate power. So they can strengthen their position, they can build what they want. And that's really what you're seeing happen with her position in the Homeland Security. She's able to fend off any critiques because she has Trump solely backing her up on what, and telling her pretty much what needs to be done. So this, while it typically is a good angle, it's a triangle. In the overall reading, it may allow other things that may not be as good. We have Saturn here opposing Pluto. Pluto is power, Saturn is what? The restriction. So we're looking at institutional order here. And in effect, we're looking at the hidden forces of power. In this case, restraint, it's an opposition, so Saturn is not acting well, Pluto is not going to act well. What are we doing here? We're trying to restrict the power. Now, in this case, it's the power of the people. So when we look at this, it's restricting the power that exists. And that means the original power that was granted is something that may be getting undermined here. Now we have Neptune over here. It's squaring Mercury. Squaring Venus. Neptune, illusion, Venus, community, things you like to do. This typically indicates that there may be a scandal coming up with her. And by the way, the date of that is 7/29. Now, earlier, that Pluto, trine Pluto, was 7/22, and the Saturn Pluto is 7/29. Now, these transits, since they're the outermost planets, can have a longer range of effect. Now, the next thing we want to look at is Neptune opposing Pluto. Neptune, it's the fading away, the fogginess. So this is an indication of the eroding of power. And it's an indication that, in this case, we can see that, since we're sort of seeing it already happen, we can see that what she's controlling is actually eroding the power of the people of the United States. The way she is exerting the power. Neptune is, again, fogginess, confusion. So power is being exerted in a way that is not clear. This is pretty much perilous type grounds here that we're moving on to. Now we also have Pluto trine Pluto. So in addition to Pluto trining Saturn, Pluto is trining Pluto. Person is very empowered. There's very little resistance to what's being done or what can be done. So this is pretty significant. Means that able to move ahead, to consolidate power, to move in the direction that they want to go in. Now we have Saturn over here that's squaring Mercury up here. Now, this date on this is 9/29. And by the way, Pluto trine Pluto is 9/4 for the date. So that's going to be right around Labor Day. Expect that there's going to be more indications that Homeland Security is making steps forward in a way that's taking power away from the people. Now, Saturn square Mercury, she's probably getting a lot of scrutiny. Not that she doesn't deserve it, but her actions typically, in effect, are not in what she's saying. So it can be that she's not quite clear, she's confused in what she's saying. And this can also indicate a mental burnout. Next one we have is Uranus in conjunct Mercury. And this is happening around 1/6 of 25. Uranus on Mercury changes. The way you think changes, frustration, too much information, impulsive decisions, you're not thinking, but it's disruptive shifts, which means that in the position she's in, expect that there's going to be major changes in how communication is given out, or if it's even given out. Now, as I noted, I wanted to make this a quick session, but it's not going to be. She has quite a bit going on in her charts, and it doesn't, in the whole scheme of things, it follows along with everything else I've been saying. So she's going to be probably a key player in what's going to be happening going forward. I'll probably get the progression in the solar arc either later today or tomorrow sometime. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.